Hi everyone, my name is Deepthi and I'm joined by.
I'm Jija.
We are bringing this to you from Purdue University in Indiana. And what we plan to do today is to demonstrate three different kinds of augmented reality environments that you could create and use for educational experiences within classrooms or to create any kind of instructional design material. The first kind that we plan to introduce today would be an AR environment within a tool called ARMakr, which is an app available for iOS. This AR environment that you create in ARMakr is not interactive, but it allows you to embed 2D and 3D images or objects within your real environment and observe them closely by moving around within that environment. The second kind of AR that we will demonstrate today would be using 3D interactive objects within your real environment, and Chija will demonstrate that to you. And the third kind of environment would be embedding videos within your real environment. Um, and Anthony would be demonstrating that to you today. So to start with, let me begin with ARMakr. I'll begin by demonstrating, showing you one of the environments that we created for a project for an after-school program here in the local community, where elementary school students used what we created to learn more about wetlands. So this is my iPad screen, and this icon here is the ARMakr app. So when I click on it, it's going to open the ARMakr app within my iPad. I've created several environments over the past year or so. I'm going to demonstrate one of these environments to you right now. So what ARMakr does is when you first open it, it starts looking for a flat surface. So I have this table here in front of me, and there you see it creates grid lines around all the flat surfaces that it has detected. I'm going to select the table as my surface, and it's going to project the content that I created on that table. So as you can see, my wetland is now visible in my room on the table that I have. I can go closer and show you all the animals that are there in the wetland. So this is a goose flying in the air. We have a deer right here. And you can also see frogs and a turtle by the pond. Oh, there's a bee. So you can go as close as you want to and observe all your objects within the AR environment. Also see it in full view. So this is one kind of augmented reality environment that we created for our elementary students to explore what wetlands are, what are the different animals in the wetland. This really helps when field trips are not possible, for example, to a nearby wetland, and it really helps make it more realistic for the students. Another thing that I really love about ARMakr is that you can actually animate some of the objects that you place. So I'm going to now demonstrate how I place objects in my environment and how I can actually animate them. So let me go back, quit this environment, and create a new one. So I'm going to click on Create Your Own Scene right here. I'm going to start. And again, it's going to look for the flat surface, just like I said. I'm going to click on the table as my flat surface. Now, imagine that you wanted to show the moon orbiting the Earth, right? And I have, at the moment, the Earth and the moon already created in my 3D objects. But I can quickly show you also how I created them. So in order to create new objects, I click on New right here on the left-hand side, right here. So I click on New. And then it brings up a blank screen. So here I can bring images from my files. So I'm going to click on the files icon here on the left, right here. And I have the maps of Earth. I have different objects here. I have different images that I can choose from. I'm going to click the map of the Earth here. I'm going to expand it such that it is full screen. It occupies the entire box that's available here. I'm going to say, OK. I'm going to click on the tick mark here. Now, as you can see, once I click OK, it has the image selected within the box. However, I also see different 3D objects here at the bottom. So what it's trying to say is it's trying to help me with different 3D shapes that I can use to change this into a 3D object. So I'm going to click on the sphere that I see here to make it into a spherical Earth. As you can see, if I click on the cylinder, it's going to make it cylindrical. And if I click on the cone, it's going to make it conical. But since we want the Earth to be spherical, I'm going to click on the sphere again and click on the tick mark one more time. Save success. And here I have the Earth. Now you can see I have two Earths right here. And now I'm going to demonstrate how you could actually show the moon orbiting the Earth. So first I'm going to place the Earth right here in the center. And then I'm going to hit place right here on the right of the screen. I'm going to hit place. So it's now placed in the center of my canvas here. And now I'm going to pick the moon, just like I had the sun. I have also created an equivalent of a moon. I'm going to make it smaller in size compared to the Earth. So I want the moon to orbit the Earth. So I'm going to place it in the center of its orbit, Earth. I'm going to place it right here. And once I've placed it, I'm going to click on this box in the right-hand corner on the bottom, where it allows me to choose the animations that I want. So I'm going to click on orbit, and then it's going to orbit the exact spot that I placed it on. So it's very important to place it at the spot around which you want it to orbit. And now we have the moon orbiting the Earth, and I can actually, once I've created this, I can actually click on video and video record this for my students. Or I can also have this saved and have my students experience this through ARMakr as well. This was a short demo of the two different types of content that you could create within ARMakr. I'm going to share the link to this job aid so that you can access this job aid and learn how to create content for ARMakr. These links here will take you to the different resources that are readily available for ARMakr. So for example, the Getting Started resource right here takes you step by step through, how to use the app. It actually tells you what to click on, how to create a scene, how to import images, and other extra tools that you could use to create an environment. And there are also video tutorials that I have put here in the job aid that will not only show you how to do it step by step, but also give you ideas of what you could do to create educational environments. These tutorials will actually help you imagine indoor and outdoor ideas for teaching using ARMakr. I've also included the sample images of the wetland scene that you saw in my demo. So if you wanted to recreate that, the images that I used for that demo are available here in this Google Drive folder. Before I go to the limitations of ARMakr, I want to also talk about what are the possible applications that you could use it for. You could show an electron revolving around the nucleus of a hydrogen atom. You could do the same with Earth orbiting the sun. You could show chemical bonds. You could show a historical event through an entire scene. of what happened. You could show historical monuments. So there are a lot of use cases that could be shown or done using ARMakr. This link here in the job aid will take you to some sample use cases to give you more examples of what you could do with ARMakr. The limitations of ARMakr are that it is only available for Apple devices and iOS. So you could either work on it on your iPad or your iPhone. The iPad, I would say, is a better option because of the screen size. Even within an iPad, iPad Air or iPad Pro are the only ones that have worked for us in our project. Any iPad that was of a lower configuration could not detect flat surfaces very well, and we had a lot of issues with those. And I think the third limitation, I would say, is that when you create an environment in one device, in your iPad, it's not possible at the moment. Hopefully ARMakr creators are working on this, but at the moment it's not possible to share what you created to other devices. And so you really need to create the same scene in another device if you want multiple devices to be used. With that, I will pass it on to Chijia.
Hello, so I'm Chijia, and I'm a second-year PhD student here at LDT at Purdue. As Dipti mentioned, it's about teaching students about what then. So I created a storybook that talks about the functions of what then and what they did, and also added some QR code to link to videos and also some AR objects that introduce the animals for the students. So for instance, here we introduced a beaver, a duck, and a muskrat tulip. And when you scan through the QR code, you will see a screen that pops out and shows an object like this. And if you use it to scan on if you use your phone to scan on it, it will ask you to drop it on an environment. And you can play with it, like scroll to it, and you can add text to it. And now I'm going to show you how I did this. So first, I used the SketchFab. It's a great website that includes all kinds of 3D models. So here you can search for the models that you want. And for instance, let's find a frog. And you can choose the ones that are downloadable, so you can download them and put it into other platforms. And also find the license that are CC0, so you can use it as you need. Here, we got some frogs, and this one is kind of cute, so we could use this. And in SketchFab, you can preview it and look around and see if this is the one that you like. But one thing to be aware of is the file size. So every free platform will limit your like the file size that you can upload. And here, this frog is kind of big. It's 16 MB. So for the next tool that I'm showing you will be 8 megabytes. So this won't be as feasible. But if you wanted to just show it with the students about how a frog looks like detailedly, you can use this website to demonstrate. If you want to find some objects that is more feasible, like the file size are smaller, you can search for with the keyword called low poly. So when you type in low poly, here are the images that you could use that won't be as big. And to use it on Apple devices, you need to download them as a USDZ file type so that they will automatically recognize it as a 3D object and your iPhone will ask you to put it on your environment, and you can interact with it directly. And with an Android device, you should use the IGITF file type for the same result. So here, next, when you download them, here's another platform that I use to edit it. It's called AssemblR. And I'll talk about the pros and cons for AssemblR. So after you sign in, you have a free version of the whole tools that you can use. So now I've created a beaver. I'll show you what it looks like. So here, this is the interface for the place that you edited. And they have already designed some great 3D objects you can use that are free. For instance, there are some chemical compounds and some animals or some lab equipment. And here's even a grasshopper structure, and with some other interesting things that you can use. Or if you think you want to upload some, you could do that too. So here I upload one. For the free account, I think you can have 2 custom 3D models that you can upload. So I've already uploaded one. It's here, and I'll close it, and here. This is the beaver that I import. I can add different images and also text to it, or add an annotation to the object. And you can move it or rotate it or scale it. And also here you can see you can even add the interactive aspect to it. So you can make animations with it, or you can hide it. So for my design, I did not really use the interactive features, but if you want to add some cute animations, that will be very helpful. So I did add a short description about what the beaver is and what some fun facts about the beaver. So you can add it here or to the side or anywhere you want, so that the students can recognize this is a beaver when they play with it. And after you're done with all the embedded things, you can also add videos to it and audio voiceover to it. But for the free version, you can only use some ones, some cute jump musics or the win or lose voice. Yep. And here, when we're done, we're going to share it. And before that, you can first preview it. So when previewing it, you can see how it looks like if someone scans a code or someone drops the AR model. And after you check everything is done, you click the share button. And now with the first part, you will be asked to add the title, description, and the category. And next, it will ask you to show what kind of AR are you going to share it with. The first is just the simple view in 3D. It's a one that you simply use with your PCs, and it will show the link, and then it'll pop up as a preview screen that you've seen previously. And then next one is use it as a ARMakr. So here it was an ARMakr. We can try it, and it will provide you with a QR code that they made. So here you scan it with your phone, and then it will pop up with a new marker here. So if you scan the marker, it will link you to the web page of AssemblR, and you can then see your AR model that you created. And another way to share the object is through placement here. And you can scale it in your real world. And then I hit publish. So it's the same. Students will pop up the browser web page, and they could link to the different types that you can view your object. So with AssemblR, it is the cheapest one that I can find on the internet, and with a free account, you can have a great access to the things that you like the basic things that you need. For instance, you can access to the free 3D objects, and you can have one custom marker, and also add and edit text or some animation towards it. And they have a education plan so that you can work with your students, and the students can have the access to the AssemblR, and they can create their own topics or their own 3D models, or you can have a small upgrade to the group version so that your team members can also share the space together, and you can upload more 3D custom 3D objects from the SketchFab. I will also share the job link along with Dipti afterwards, and feel free to contact me if you have any problems. I will do my best to help you guys, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm a student here at Purdue University in the Learning, Design and Technology program. I'm a doctoral student, and I'm very happy to share my design experience with augmented reality. So I worked on a project with Dipti and Chijia, and basically what we were trying to do was to share, to educate young learners in an after-school program about the concept of environmental sustainability. And one of the very critical components of that concept of environmental sustainability is this idea of recycling, which is something that students are really taught in very widely taught in K-12 contexts. And so we thought about the different ways we could actually teach them the concept of recycling in a way that was engaging and hands-on. We thought about having those different materials in the room, and then having the students to sort those materials into different categories. But then we discovered that we wouldn't be able to get many of those materials because they're just not available. And so the second plan we had was to utilize these recycling sorting cards. So basically there are cards that have different images or photos of different materials, and then they have these little boxes. And so the kids are supposed to sort those different cards or having the images or photos into those different categories to demonstrate their understanding of recycling. And we thought that was pretty much a cool activity because we could actually use that and not worry about getting those materials like physically in the room. But then we actually thought that instead of just giving them cards to sort, there was a more effective way of really teaching that concept and providing more information about those materials. And so we tried to utilize or explore augmented reality. So the idea was to get the students to get the cards and then scan the cards with their iPads or their phones, and then a video or something would pop out with more information about that material, saying what it is made of and whether it can be recycled or not. And we thought, that was a far better experience, a far better way of learning about recycling rather than just looking at the images and then sorting them into different boxes. So we thought about different platforms for this. We explored a couple of them, but then we came across ARloopa, which I think is a pretty cool platform, especially for people who don't want to expend any energy. Like, it's a very, very easy to use platform. You don't need to have you don't need any technical expertise. It's as basic as using an Android phone or an iPhone. And so I'm going to show you how the ARloopa works and how we were able to design those experiences. But what I must say here is that ARloopa has a 7-day free plan. And so beyond the 7 days, you would need to subscribe for maybe a monthly plan or a yearly plan or annual plan, depending on what meets your needs. But if you have these very short projects that you want to quickly execute and you want to do something very simple, I would highly recommend ARloopa because it's just so easy to use. And I think it gives you a fantastic experience that would enhance the learning experience for your learners. So I'll show you the steps I took and how we went about creating those different materials on ARloopa.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your browser and you want to type in ARloopa into your browser. And when you do that, you see this first option right here, which is the website. And when you click on that, it launches you into the ARloopa website where you can scroll down to see, to learn more about the app, the different things you can create on the app, the different projects that you can do with it, and to get a sense of the things you can create with the platform. So once you do that, you go to this ARloopa Studio, which is exactly where you get to create the experience itself. So I'm just going to click on this here. And when you click on that, it brings you to this platform where you can then sign into your personal account if you have an account already. But if you don't have an account already with them, there's an option for you to do this for free for 7 days. And if you think you want a paid plan that gives you more options and you want to use this for a long-term project, you can select any of these if they work for you. But because I'm doing a demo and this is not a long-term project, I'll just select the free one. And then this allows me to connect directly to my Google account. So I'll just click on continue with Google and then it launches me straight into my platform. Now, when you get to this platform, you can see that there are different tutorials that can help you learn how to create the different types of experiences. So there are marker-based experiences, there are location-based experiences, SketchFab models, 360 images. These videos or tutorials take you through the process of creating these experiences. And so the next thing you want to do is you want to click on this right here that says create new experience. And then that launches you into this platform where you can select which one you want to do. Like I said, there's a markerless experience, there's a location-based, there's a web AR. But what I'm doing and what I did for the project is a marker-based experience where the children got to scan the image or the photo, and then it launched the augmented reality experience for them. So I'll just select the marker-based here, and then I'll click on next. And then you can select what you want the experience to look like. So for instance, if I want the students to just hear an audio, I'll just select the audio right here. And if I want a 360 video to come out or an image, I can select that. So you basically select the type of experience you want. And then I'm just going to select video because that's what we worked with. And then I'll click on next. And then you type in the name of the title of your project. So I'll just say recycling projects. And you can put a description if you want. But then the next here that says marker image is very, very important because that's the marker or the photo that the students or learners are going to scan to be able to see the augmented reality experience. And this marker can be anything. I have an image right here of the Raisin Bran cereal, and that's what I want them to scan. So I'll just select that. And then when I've added my image, the next thing is to add the video. If you selected image in the last step, you would probably have to put an image right here. But because I selected a video, it allows me to add the video that the students are going to see when they scan the image. So I'll just select the video right here, and then I'll just click on next. And this allows me to align the video the way I want it to play. But I'm not going to make any big changes right here. I think this is okay. And once you've done this, you just click on the publish. But if you want to preview the video first to see how it works, you can also do that by clicking play video, and then you can see exactly how it looks. And once you've done this, you can then click on the publish button, which then publishes your work. The thing with this experience is that once you've published, you would need to get approval from them before you can view your content. So you have to wait for some time. The longest I've had to wait for this is 1 day, because that was a weekend. But usually you get your feedback in less than 30 minutes. So probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or sometimes 5 minutes. And once the content has been approved, then you can then do the rest of the project. You can see right here I have pending, telling me that the project hasn't been approved yet. But because this is a previous one I created, you can see that has approved. So this is what you need to do if you're using this. So I'm back here to this platform, and you can see it's now been approved. And what you want to do is you want to click on this box here that says View AR. And when you click on it, it says Open Marker Image. And when you click on that, it then brings out the image. So this is what you're going to print out. You can print this into a card or in form of a card, and have it laminated so that the students can scan this card with this image, and then it can pop out the augmented reality experience. So I'm just going to go ahead and print this right here. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to install the ARLoopa app on your iPad or your Android phone. ARLoopa is available both on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So you just go ahead and install the app on whatever device you're using. After installing the app, the next thing you want to do is you want to launch the app from your device by just clicking on it. And when you click on the app, it launches you into the ARLoopa space, where you can then click on the scanner to see the experience.
Yes, I am made of cardboard, so you can recycle me. I can be made into new cereal boxes. Yes, I am made of cardboard, so you can recycle me. I can be made into new cereal boxes.
So remember, what we have here is a video of an animated character that is providing more information about the cereal box. So it's telling the kids what the cereal box is made of, whether it can be recycled or not, and then the students can utilize this extra or added information to decide where to put the cereal box. So this is just a way of enhancing or augmenting the experience for the kids. You're providing more information using augmented reality. And you also have to keep in mind that this is a video because I chose to use a video. You can use an image, you can use a 360 video, you can use a 3D object from SketchFab or any other 3D database. The idea is just to have something that provides extra information or allows the kids to engage with the material in a way that gives them more information and helps them make a decision.
So that's ARLoopa in a nutshell. I hope you found this video informative, and I hope you find time to explore ARLoopa in your personal projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to our presentations. Hope our presentations were interesting, enjoyable, and that you would find them helpful to create your own AR environments. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions after looking at our job aids. If you need more information, our email IDs are right here in the video, and I will also share them with Dr. Janaki Raman. We would also be very excited to hear from you if you wanted to share what you created with us. So thank you very much and have a great day.